Another one of the games in the bag for your incoming kindergartner is a game called Concentration, and this is a game that has many math skills embedded in it. The cards that you have are several different types of cards. We have numeral cards, and our focus here is 0 to 5. We have dominoes from 0 to 5. This is a tool that might be new to you. It's something that kindergartners will use a lot, and it's called a 5-frame. Regular dot patterns like you see on dice, and finger patterns, regular finger patterns. You'll notice that each of these sets of cards has a star in the upper right-hand corner, and that's just so that as you play the game with your child, you can help to know which way to orient the card, especially in the example of the 5-frame, so that we keep them all going the right direction. So one of the things that you will either do, or depending on the skills of your child, have them cut the cards up. And what I do is I just keep all the cards of each different set together. So I keep the 5 frames together with the finger patterns together, the dot cards, and so on. So that when I choose to play a game with a student, I'm not going to use all of these cards. I will select 2 different types of cards in order to play our concentration game. The skills that we have in this game would be working on recognizing values or quantities without having to count. So at the beginning, your child, for example, on this 5-frame might count these 2 dots many times before they know it's 2. But after they start seeing it, they learn to what we call in the math world subitize, which means that they are going to be able to recognize this without counting. Just like you as an adult, when you roll a die, you subitize, you know that pattern, and you don't have to count it anymore. So I'm going to have an example here of playing this game with Teddy using, today, what we're going to do is just use the numeral cards and the regular dice dot pattern. We're going to look for cards that match. So if I get a 1, I'm looking for the dot pattern that's a 1. Or if I get a number 3. So I'll go first to show you, okay? So I'm going to say out loud what I have. There's a 1.
And then you try to find the number 1?
Exactly. And I have no idea where the number 1 is right now because we haven't looked at any cards yet. But pretty soon we're going to have to start remembering where they are. So I'm going to guess way over here. Nope, that's
5.
a 5. So I'm going to flip them over, and you get to take a turn. And say the number.
2.
Yep.
4.
2 and 4. No match. Was it right here? Oh, no, that's a 3.
I know where it is.
You do? Okay, you go. What do you have here?
4 and 4.
You have a way better memory than I do. You get to take both of those cards. Those are your points. And then you get to go again. You get like a bonus
I know.
turn. Oh, yeah. You've played this before. What do you have here?
2.
2.
Oops.
That's all right. What was this one? I need to
2 and
remember.
5.
2 and 5. Okay.
Tied.
It's a tie. We each got how many?
6.
Yeah, we each had 6 cards. So if your child isn't able to read these numerals from 0 to 5 before at this point, that's not something that would be a concern to you, but you would want to use these in your game then as much as possible to expose your child to this over and over. And then when they flip it over and they're not sure, you can just tell them what the number is. Same with the finger patterns. At first, finger patterns or dots or any of these cards, they may need to count at first. 1, 2, 3, 4. But after they see that pattern over and over, the hope is that they can tell how many dots are there without having to count. Or they can tell how many fingers are there or how many dots in a 5-frame.